If you want to see me create my first look using the Estée Lauder Holiday Kit for 2019, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, as I'm hinting, we are going to use the Estée Lauder Holiday Kit for 2019. It is all housed in this nice, convenient briefcase and I guess makeup case. And what I'm going to focus on today is the eyes, cheeks, and lips. I do have my base on, and what I used is everything that is not included in the holiday kit. So what I'm going to be using is eye products, as I mentioned, blush, and some lipstick. I am going to be using the Estée Lauder Glam palette. It's one of two palettes in the kit, and that's what it looks like. It has a blush and 9 eyeshadows. And for today, trying not to blind you, it's very blingy, I want to use this deeper shade. I'm going to use these three back here. It's supposed to be the Glam palette, so let's see how glammy it can get, and then we'll use that blush. So I'll have a cool toned look today. And in preparation for the cool tone, I did put on White Russian from Buxom just as a starter for my lips. It's a nice cooling gloss, and I really enjoy it. So we are going to go into first color. I think I'm going to lightly go into this deep brown. That will be my first color, from kind of the outside edge of the eye inward and kind of blow out the color. And for that purpose, I'm going to use my trusty crease brush. It's a brush that's going to fit into the palette, so that'll be good. And I'm going to use the mirror. There's a mirror in this palette. I'll use the mirror to do my makeup application. I do have a primer on my eyes. It's the NYX eyeshadow base, and I did set it with the Enhance highlighting color from the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. The same base as I used when I did the Lancôme First Impressions, so this should be a similar experience for comparison purposes. So right away, this is interesting. It's a lot, skips a lot more than what I was expecting, but it's nothing that we can't fix. Some back and forth with the crease brush. Go up to the brow here. A little bit more. Just going to be very careful. Tap off the brush. If you haven't seen my first impressions of the two Lancôme sets, the Warm and the Cool, Glam and Glow, I'll put the thumbnails here and the cards, the information cards, if you're curious. Sometimes it helps to just compare and contrast if you're trying to figure out if you are going to get a holiday set. All right, that applied not badly at all. I'm going to go and intensify the color again, same shadow. And just see how buildable it is. Which I suspect it's pretty buildable because if it can diffuse pretty well, it's usually pretty buildable. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I'll do the other eye and be right back, and we'll go into that aubergine color. Okay, based on what I can see, this deeper shadow right here is a shadow that could be used for a one and done look, and that is very promising. I really appreciate that. I think I'm going to go straight in with this color for the brow bone, just to give a little bit of contrast with the deep brown. It's more like a brown taupe is what I'm seeing. I'm going to use the usual brush that I use for my brow bone. It's a contour shadow brush, and I'm going to go into this guy here, the second in. This one is very blingy, but this one looks like a kind of a very, very light dusty rose. And just a little bit on the brush. I'll quickly do the other side since that's such a quick thing to do. Okay, so just brightening up the brow bone a little bit. Now I want to go in with this aubergine color and do the outer V to really give this look a little bit of a bam look. To intensify the look, I'm going to use this angled brush and go right into the aubergine color, as I mentioned. So this holiday set did not come with any kind of tools, so no brushes or anything. Just as a comment. Okay, I'm going to go in with my crease brush and just even things out a little bit. I think we can use a little bit more on the outer lid here. Okay, back in with the crease brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of that brown to help with the blending. Okay, I'm liking that quite a bit. And I'm going to go in with, again, this angled brush and bring that deep red, aubergine, I guess, red purple, down onto the lower lashes. Just not full lower lid, just along the lashes. Trying to do a little bit of a diffuse effect with the deep brown. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm going to replicate it on the other side, and then we'll get to next steps. Okay, I think that's looking all right. I think that's looking relatively even. Next, I am, like I said, I'm trying to go glam, so I'm going to go into this shadow here that looks like a sparkly taupe. I'm going to use my pinky to go in on the inner to out, not outer, inner to center lid with it. And see how I can pick stuff up on to my pinky and go right in. So it has some tackiness, that's good. It helps with the inner lid application. I don't think that looks bad at all. So we'll do the other side. since it's a pretty quick application. I really like my finger for any sort of sparkly, shimmery, metallic color for the inner lid. Definitely my preference. And I clean up afterwards with a brush, which I'll use in a second. I'm kind of, let me just do a little quick check here. I think I'm going to go in a little bit extra. I'm going to put this gold as a halo effect on the center lid. I just think it's going to work. And if not, I can always cover it up. So I've put the gold on my finger and let's see what happens. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, let's do it on the other side. I think that's looking okay, to be quite frank. All right, and it's a very nice gold. No problem there. Actually, I've got the taupe here too, so here's the taupe, here's the gold. And I'm going to wipe my fingers because I am learning that if I don't wipe my fingers off after using them as brushes, I end up with eyeshadow in places I'm not supposed to have eyeshadow. All right, so we have pretty much the base makeup, but there are no liners in this holiday set. So I was planning on using a brush and dipping into the deepest color, the black, the deep brown, and doing liner on my upper lash line. So let's do that next. So dipping back into this one, I will do the one eye and then the other eye off camera. Got a little fuzz. My dog is shedding her summer coat and getting her winter coat fully in, and there's little fluffs of hair everywhere. Anybody else with a dog having that fun? I am sweeping clumps of hair every single day. Crazy. Okay, so that seems to be applying all right. Right, hugging the lashes on each side very, very carefully. I do, by the way, have the Urban Decay Zero 24/7 liner on my upper waterline if you're curious to know what I had on. Anything else you want to see that was on my face prior to this makeup application, you can see in the description box. Just accentuate the black, well, the deep brown over on this side a little bit. Create almost like a bit of a wing. Not a wing, but intensifying the thickness on the outer edge here. Okay, I'll do the other side and then we'll go into the next step. Okay, the makeup application went really well on the upper lash line, so I decided to do the same with the deep brown on the lower lash line, just hugging the lashes, and I think it looks okay. I am now going to go into this blush with my blush brush, which is a Smashbox blush brush, and go right into this blush nice and light. I don't want to go too crazy. Tap off the excess, and I'll use this mirror and hopefully be able to do this. Okay, so it's definitely pigmented, which is good, but nothing too crazy. Okay, let's go for the other side. I concentrate up on top and I put whatever's left on the apples of my cheeks. I don't want to start off here and then go out, because then you end up with two balls of, of blush way too close to the front. The center of your face, I should say. All right, I think that looks okay. And let's see, we have mascara in this set. So let's try that. It is the Sumptuous Extreme. It is a lash multiplying volume mascara. Let's take a look at the wand. Never used a mascara like this. It has the same kind of applicator as the Définicil from Lancôme. That's what that's making me think of. It doesn't seem to have a real volumizing brush, at least what I would usually put in that category, although it is a bigger brush than the Définicil by what I can see. Anyway, let's give it a shot. So I'm going to do my upper lashes first. With volumizing mascaras, I'm used to the hourglass type of a brush, or a curved brush that has longer bristles on the side to really get in there at the base of the lash. So this is a different experience for me as far as a volumizing mascara. So there's the first coat on one side. Let's get the other side done. Okay. I always worry that I'm putting the palette too high up and then you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna go for a second coat, I think. Trying not to get any clumping. It's brand new, I've never tried it before, so it should not be clumping on me. Okay, let's see. I'm not too crazy about doing any lower lash mascara application. I can see I have a little bit of transfer of mascara down here, but I'm going to wait for it to dry before I fix that. And it's very minor. I might not even see it at the end there. Okay, so what do we have missing? There is no highlighter in this kit, and there's no eyeshadow that I would feel comfortable using as a highlighter, so I'm going to go into my trusty Becca. And the Becca highlighter I'm going to use today is the Opal, and it's looking a little bit beat up, so don't judge it for it. I have obviously been rough with it somehow. We're going to go in with a very fluffy highlighter brush and just go in very lightly and do one of these and other side. Just a very light dusting. I'm not going overboard at all. And just a tiny bit on the nose. And Cupid's bow. Okay, there we go. Highlighter's done. And all I need to do now is I need to take off the gloss that I have on, which should be relatively easy to do. And there are 3 lipstick options, but the one that I think I'm going to pick is Rebellious Rose. And it looks like this. And I think that that color is going to look good with the eye look today. All right, let's get at it. I like that it's creamy, but it's still a pretty stiff lipstick. I think that helps with the precision. When you overdraw on one side, you're committed on the other side. So is committed. Let's do the lower lips. Okay, I think that looks good. And just to show you the size of the lipstick, it is a full-size lipstick. And I'm going to do the 2 tricks. I'm going to take my finger, put it right in my mouth to get rid of any lipstick that would transfer to my teeth. There we go. So any lipstick on my knuckle, that would have probably ended up on my teeth. I have no lipstick on my teeth. That's good. And I'm also going to just blot slightly. There we go. So that is the lipstick that should stay for a while without transferring, moving around, or hopefully not migrating outside my lip line. And so here is the look with the products that I used today. So just a reminder, I used the lipstick, one of the lipsticks, I used the mascara, and I used the eyeshadow palette that came, one of the 2 eyeshadow palettes that came with the kit. So that's it. This is what I came up with as my first attempt, my first impressions with the Estée Lauder Holiday 2019 kit. At least part of the kit. Obviously, I can't put 2 glosses and 3 lipsticks on my face at the same time, or 2 eyeshadow palettes at the same time using a bunch of colors. But I hope that this first view of the kit as far as application was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, but I will also direct you to my overview of the kit, which is going to be published at the same time as this video. So you can access it right here. That way you can go right into the whole overview of the kit. Right now, I just wanted to try the product and just see what I think of them. I will wear this look all day today across I've got a bunch of filming across all sorts of activities, and then we'll be able to report back a little bit on what I thought of this kit. I am making the use of this kit a brand new focus, which means I'm going to try everything and report back. I am doing the same thing with the Lancôme kit. I purchased the warm and the cool. There is also a warm and cool option with this kit, and I chose the warm option. The cool kit has some purples, blues, and turquoise colors if that is something that is interesting to you, and there's I think a hot pink eyeshadow as well in that kit, so you can take a look at that. And so yeah, I'll be using these palettes for a while and giving you my final thoughts on quality, contents of the kit, and all that jazz when I am done with all of it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.